Welcome to Two Guys, Three Crowns, the podcast that talks about what it's really like to live in Stockholm, Sweden. I'm Sean, and with my fellow American Rodney, we break down the good, the bad, and the just plain weird. It's quite the journey, so join us for the ride. Say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too, yeah. Well, no, my birthday's in the summer, actually, but it's your birthday.
Wow, I was going to say, it's your birthday too? That's amazing. That's amazing.
Happy birthday to you, senor.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. It is, it's been a fantastic birthday, but it has been a very long birthday. Because you know how birthdays, you get like congratulatory messages, leading up to kind of.
And, sure.
We're kind of on a funky side of the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
Thing.
You wake up the next day, you have more messages. You're like, okay.
Yeah. And then this morning, Lena called me when I was at work, and she started singing. She's like, happy. I was like, nope. No more. We're done.
Oh, that's great.
I told you when I turned off the notifications for Facebook. This is like 2 or 3 years ago. For some reason, I turned off all notifications.
Like on your phone, you mean?
It was whatever I turned off, it made it so that people couldn't wish me happy birthday on Facebook.
People can't post on your wall.
It was some.
You're one of those. So everyone's got to find the same picture and comment on that picture. Hey, happy birthday.
Well,
again.
Whatever happened, at first I was like, okay, well, we'll see. Because I guess the thought was that I was going to calm things down on my Facebook stream. So that was the intent behind doing whatever it was I did. But it didn't hit me until my birthday that year. Because I was sitting around, I was like, okay, any minute now.
That'll do it.
I was like, any minute now. And then a couple hours went by, I was like, wow, I really must have pissed off some people or something. And then I realized that it was off. Because I was like, this can't be it. I was like, not even my mom is wishing me happy birthday.
You like send a note to everyone. Hey, it's turned off. You can post your notes now.
It was almost
the only reason Facebook still exists.
Right around lunchtime.
Birthday.
Yeah, I was almost getting to that point around lunchtime. I was like, oh, this is ridiculous. Hey, but when I turned it off, then all of a sudden it was just like ba-pling, 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 ba-pling. So
completely. So what'd you do? I know on Saturday night there was a Pizza Hut deep dish supreme pizza with your name all over it.
All over it. All over that pizza. Lena asked me a couple weeks ago, she was like, okay, what do you want to do for your birthday? And I said, let's keep it simple. Let's just get everybody together. We'll go to Pizza Hut and we'll just have a nice family dinner,
Nice.
And her parents were originally supposed to meet us, but they ran into some problems, so they couldn't join us there. But Adrian took the train down. We picked him up near around where we were at. We were up in Lena. So we got him, and then we.
So Lena was in Lena.
Exactly.
Okay,
Lena and
just
Lena.
making sure.
Lena and Lena. And yeah, she had booked a table, and we got there, and after some pre-Pizza Hut stretching,
some
calisthenics, before going in. So we had a really nice. We had a really good dinner. But this Pizza Hut, and I don't know if it's like this all over the place, but you order and you pay, because
pub service.
Well, we got menus, and then we had to go sit down at the table, and then they said, come back when you want to order. So,
okay.
Yeah, we went.
They don't have wait staff.
They
just like
did.
People that run food.
Yeah, well, they had food runners.
Yeah. So it's like pub service then. You go up to the bar or whatever, you put in your order, and if you want anything more, you go back up.
Yeah. But I think it was the first time that I encountered that at this place because.
Yeah, I can't imagine that's at every Pizza Hut. But the good thing about having that style of pub kind of service here in Sweden is you don't have to spend 30 minutes after your meal trying to flag down the wait staff and be like, can I please pay you?
Well, yes, and you have to like pre-calculate if you are going to tip them. It's like you have to be like some kind of a psychic, I guess, and be like, well, it's.
Well, does the option to tip come up right away on the credit card machine, or does it just give you the payment option right away? Because that's kind of what settles it for me.
Okay, because I was skipping all over that stuff. Whatever it was, I was just looking for the final thing, because as soon as they told me that you could go sit down with the menu, come back, order, and then, it's like, okay,
we'll have... I don't need to look at the menu. I know.
No, I know. But I was like, okay, we'll go through the motions. And then when we ordered drinks, she was like, okay, you can get that for yourself over there, glasses and stuff. And I was sitting there going, what exactly is it that
So you want me to go walk over and pick up my own red translucent plastic cup myself?
Yeah. But that's kind of where the whole tip thing, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, so then you don't tip if all they're doing is running food.
Yeah, and they weren't running very good. I mean, they were good. The food came.
2 of them tripped. Pizza went flying
all
everywhere,
over the place.
They should have been walking food.
But our eyes were definitely bigger than our stomachs, because we ordered like 3 large pan pizzas for 4 people.
I mean, Adrian's a big guy, but
yeah. And
he's big vertically, not horizontally.
And yes, and we all put some pizza away. I mean, we were just we were definitely eating some pizza, but at the very end when we were done, we like took all the parts that were left over, put them together, and we had like a whole pizza.
Oh yeah, that's classic. That's
so the 3 pizzas.
All right, breakfast for the next 3 days. Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, but we jammed that out to Lena's parents and left it with them. But
oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but that was the way. And so Saturday, that was my pre-birthday dinner.
Yeah, quite the pre-birthday.
Yes.
So did you have any fun planned for yesterday, Sunday? Sunday.
Funny you should ask. Lena just said, "Be dressed and ready to go at 12:00 noon."
Ooh, high noon.
I was like, okay. And I wanted to go ahead and just let the surprise, it was just hanging in the air. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna try and figure out where we're going or what we're doing.
You have to ask, dressed how, right?
Well, especially now.
Yeah.
Especially now, because it's freezing out, literally freezing outside.
Yes, below.
And because I'm thinking, okay, is it an indoor activity? Is it an outdoor activity?
Yeah.
Is hypothermia?
Am I just wearing grungy sweatpants? Do I need to wear something presentable?
Yeah. Shorts. But so I was ready to go. 12, it was like 12 o'clock. Or maybe even before that. I think we were ready before. And we hopped in the car. As soon as we got in the car, we drove about 5 minutes, and then I fell asleep. And then when we woke up, when you
woke up, she didn't fall asleep, did she?
No.
She was driving,
no.
I assume.
Yeah. No, our Skoda doesn't have that option. But so when I woke up, we were out in Värmdö.
Värmdö.
Yeah,
whoa, that's like up near my neck of the woods.
Exactly.
Almost.
It's like Nacka, and then
past Nacka.
Way. I mean, we were way out there, and I think that from Nina's to our final destination, because I helped to put it in Google, but I still didn't recognize where we were going. But I think it took like an hour and 15 minutes maybe for us to get to where we were going.
Oh wow, yeah. That's quite a trek. Because how long does it take you to drive into Stockholm? Like 45?
About 45 minutes, 45, 50 minutes. So, yeah, it was a jaunt. It was a long, a long adventure out there. But when we got to our destination, we were at one of Lena's coworkers' places that she's talked about and mentioned for a couple of years, and we've always talked about getting together. It's just never happened. And we ended up that, it was just a really, really nice get together. We had fika, And as we start wrapping up Fika, then they tell me that he is actually in a play. So we went to a 4:00 live show of a play.
Cool.
It was. It was really
dinner party in a theater.
Yeah. But it was so cool. And the theater itself was, I think it was Max. It was like in an old school.
Okay.
But not a very big old school. It was like a very cozy school out in Warmdale.
Okay.
And it looked like, I don't know what the max seating capacity on those folded chairs was, probably like 50 people.
Yeah,
I think it was maybe 50 people. I think they said that we were about 30, 35 people. Mm-hmm. But it was really nice to go to a live theatrical performance.
Yeah. How long has it been since you've done that?
Woo!
15 years?
Probably even more. I don't know what the last live performance that I went to. That's how long ago it was.
Man, nice to get out though, no?
But yeah, and community theater. I mean, there's nothing kind of like that, that community theater feeling. So we had a really nice evening. It was over by about 6:00, and then we started hitting the road back.
Hitting the long journey home.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Got home in time to catch some of the 49ers beating. I mean, they had a victory. I mean, a birthday doesn't get too much better than that.
Just need a playoff berth, right? That's the only thing that would put it over.
Hey, you know what? I'm just happy with a win every once in a while. It's just kind of a nice, But I have a feeling that they went like 50-50. I think they have won. I think they're like 5 and 5
they're about
right now.
500, something like that. They didn't start off too strong, but now they're kind of catching their feet a bit.
Before they start meeting all of the tough teams, they were like, okay,
got to get your wins while you can.
Oh my goodness. How about you? What did you guys have
like
going on?
you, we were able to do something this weekend that we haven't done in many, many moons. So Thanksgiving is our wedding anniversary.
Oh, okay.
So the actual day floats around, because Thanksgiving's never on exactly the same day. Mm-hmm. But we typically, Thanksgiving comes, we do something for our anniversary, that kind of thing. So next weekend we're doing like a big Thanksgiving deal and dinner and stuff like that. But we were like, we need something that like just we can do, without Dylan. So let's get a babysitter and let's go do something. And we were looking around for if there's like a theater show or a dance thing that we can, get an Uber into like downtown or something like that and have like a little culture night. But it was like everything was it was either sold out or there was nothing with like 2 seats next to each other. But then we were like, I've got it. The movies. We saw Bond, James Bond.
Hey, to say that you were excited about going back to the movie theater would be it would be the understatement of the year. I mean,
we haven't been since Dylan was born, and we used to go to the movies all the time. Especially in London, you could get like the little pony bottle of wine at the concession stand, and then take it into the theater with you. Right, and have like a little popcorn, a little red wine, and it was perfect. Yeah, you're not getting that in Sweden, that's for sure. The system, it's not allowing that anytime soon. No. But yeah, it was super, super nice. Great movie. Loved it. It had its core elements of a Bond movie, so you shall go from this thing to this thing to this thing.
Right.
But you're always going to get that. But it was... Some things were a bit different than a normal James Bond movie. No spoilers here, but I'll leave the audience with that. But it was all very much appreciated. But it was funny because first of all, it was packed in the theater. Every seat taken.
Right.
So that was weird. Just like the feeling of being that close to so many other random people. And like our Filmstaden, the movie theater in Sickla, it could use a capital renovation. Like the seats could be like made into the big plush seats that give you a little bit more space from your neighbor, that kind of thing. Give me a little reclining action, But they're not bad, but it's 2021. Let's modernize some things a little bit. Yeah. But then at the beginning of the movie theater, I guess the staff was rusty too because they played all the trailers.
Right.
They do that thing where they close the curtain, but they leave a projection on top of the curtain, and then they open the curtain again. I'm like, you can just switch to the movie.
Yeah.
You don't need to close the curtain and all that.
Yeah.
And then the movie starts playing, and the lights are still on. And everyone's looking around like, what is this? This better not be some kind of COVID restriction.
Right.
It lives in the light and the dark.
Yeah.
So then finally someone got up, because what am I going to do? Go out there and start heckling someone in English? You're
sure.
Like, yeah, okay, good luck with that, buddy. Enjoy your movie in the light.
Right.
So then once we finally got enough, courage of being aggravated but not doing anything, that they had to stand up and they stormed out of the movie theater, and then 2 minutes later the lights went out. Okay, there we go. Yeah. But then you're in the theater, right? So it's like the Dolby 7 whatever surround sound, So it's a Bond movie. There's plenty of bombs and gunshots going off.
Yes.
And you get used to dialogue happening in people, They're almost whispering, but not whispering,
Right.
And it's very intimate in the dialogue. Then all of a sudden, boom!
Boom! Right.
And I have this formed instinct inside of my brain, some kind of odd chemical composition that I've grown that makes me instantly want to reach for the remote and turn it down frantically. Turn it down, turn it down.
Yeah.
You're going to wake up Dylan.
Yeah.
Every time that happened through the whole 2 hours, 45 minutes, however long it was.
Yeah.
Every time it went really loud, I'm like, oh, okay, it's okay.
Right. Hey, and some of those parts in that movie got, really, really loud.
Yeah.
And it was the same way for me. I almost cringed slightly.
Yeah. There's a few grenades and bombs going off, and in that movie theater sound system, you feel it.
Right.
And I haven't felt that in a long time.
Yeah.
Even the guitar amp, I can't turn it up that loud in the apartment to move air where you feel it in your chest.
Right.
But yeah, I miss it. It's nice.
Yeah. Hey, what did Hinata think of the movie?
Yeah, she liked it. She stayed awake for the whole thing. So that's how you know it's a keeper.
All right.
It's no gravity falling asleep in the opening credits.
Yeah. But it was long.
It was long, and it was I had it with the chair I was sitting in.
Yeah.
By 60% of the way through the movie, I'm like, oh, this is gonna hurt in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I started getting a little squeamy in the seat.
Yeah, you could see everyone was kind of doing the sit on the side of my butt, now sit on the other side of my butt, now
sit on somebody else's butt.
And, completely.
Yeah, and then you get the thing with your legs where they're not cramping, but they need to move.
Yeah, you want to stretch them out or in any direction, but then if my leg touches Hinata's leg, I don't care. But you don't want it to touch the rando strangers next to you leg, and then there was already, I think, something going on because he thought that I took his water bottle holder, but then I was like, no, because it says 83. That's my seat. It says 83 right next to the cup holder. That's my cup holder. Right. It's not my problem that the person at the very beginning of the aisle screwed up the whole system, and now you're left holding your weirdo Diet Coke bottle.
Right. Confrontation at the movie theater.
Yeah, I'm not moving that bottle, buddy. You better get used to it.
My drink is done and empty. I'm still not giving up that space.
Yes, it was an empty plastic bottle. I'm like, it's going back in. I'm not holding it the whole movie. What do you think I am, a crazy person who lost his cup holder?
Yeah.
Like you?
Yeah. Going to move it a little bit, and then you're like, nope, psych. Yeah. Yeah.
But it is tough when you have to go reaching down there because it's below the actual seat, kind of in between the bottom cushions.
Okay.
They tuck it down in there.
Okay.
So in a dark movie theater, you could very easily reach down for that bottle of Coke or beverage, whatever, and just caress the other person's leg on the way down.
Oh.
I almost did it at least twice. Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah. He's like, oh, I thought you were upset at me.
It was very good, very good.
Have a Coke and a smile.
Oh, man. It's not that kind of movie.
No. But like you said, because all Bond movies have like the stuff that they have to cover, right? And I was thinking they should have like Bond bingo or something. You know, where you have your little card.
I'm sure there is, because the villain, it's always some kind of very threatening, possibly realistic plan, but they never really have to explain why they're doing it in any kind of, you know, logical sense.
Logical
like,
way.
Oh, it's because he's a Bond villain. That's what they do, you know?
Yeah. He went to Bond villain school.
Yeah,
he's a new guy.
One of those, yeah. He's related to one of the other ones somehow. Who knows? Who cares? Just blow up more stuff. Show me fast cars. That's what I'm here for.
Hey, well now you can put a little check next to Bond. What would your next movie theater experience be if you had a chance to?
Well, all like COVID and babysitter needs notwithstanding,
right?
I personally might say Dune to go see that in the theater. I just don't think it's a Hinata movie. It's like so like out there, and you know that could be hit or miss. But I don't know. I don't know what else it would be. You know, because I would have loved to see Tenet in the movie theater. That would have helped instead of the little tiny airplane screen and the little awful headphones they give you that you hear the entire plane and you barely can hear the movie playing. But
in a couple of years, I would love to go see Top Gun, like when they release it.
That's another one that they've been releasing for 5 years in a row.
They like keep on pushing it back.
It's like the Rolling Stones farewell tour. It just keeps going.
Right. Yeah. Hey, have you gone to see like an actual movie at an IMAX theater?
Yes.
Okay.
The last time I saw one, I think because we had one in Fort Lauderdale, so it was real easy to drive up from Miami up 95.
Right.
And then like park, go get something to eat, and then they had the big bubble. It was like a science museum too. So like that's what they would typically run, and then when they would, you know, have IMAX movies, they would play that. But I think the last one I saw, I think it was either a Batman, like the Batman one, the second one with the Joker that was shot in IMAX.
Okay.
I think that was probably the last one I saw. I think I saw a Transformers there.
Right.
I don't know if I saw Inception there, but I remember the Batman one because that original, the opening shot where you're like over the city and it's like looking over the side of a building practically before the bank robbery. Yeah. You feel in an IMAX, you feel like you're about to fall through the screen. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, you're like trying to pushing yourself into the seat.
Yeah, because those seats they're already like vertically aligned. They're like on top of each other. So when you're walking to your seat, you feel like you're going to fall off into oblivion.
I think that Top Gun is. I think that now I don't know if they would have intentionally shot it for IMAX, but I know that they promoted, you know, and I just couldn't imagine or can't imagine. It would be kind of cool if I wasn't so afraid of heights. I would be, you know, the first person in line for the IMAX version of Top Gun.
It is amazing when you get in there, like, and it just you're completely even more so than a dark movie theater that like sucks you into the movie and everything else fades away. Like that IMAX, you're in there. It's amazing.
And because your peripheral vision, I mean, the whole thing gets. I just remember going. This is a long time ago, but an IMAX movie, and it wasn't a movie. It was like an IMAX. It was an IMAX movie, but not like a theater movie. It was
like the one where they're flying through the canyons. Or
exactly. I was just going to say that. And the scene where they go over the cusp of like the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
It's like coming up on the Grand Canyon, then it's like, boom, and over the top.
Yeah.
Just about passed out. That was talking about grabbing your neighbor's leg. I was, yeah.
But that still doesn't do justice to actually doing that at the Grand Canyon in a helicopter tour. You're just like, no picture of the Grand Canyon will ever do it justice. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's one of those things.
It's like trying to take pictures of sunsets and stuff.
Yeah, or the moon. When the moon is low and it's like giant and red, and you try and take a picture of your phone, and it looks like
it looks like lint.
It looks like I don't know, a street lamp, and you're like, oh man,
right?
How did that happen?
It was Gummungus, but yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But speaking of gummungus, you have any gummungus food plans coming up this weekend? You doing anything for Thanksgiving?
Ooh.
Or are you so Swedish now that you don't even recognize it as a holiday?
No, I mean, Lena had asked me, and she had said, could we, should we move it, should we do it on Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
And which I guess would be okay, but I don't know. It just doesn't really feel like Thanksgiving. I think any opportunity to have a get together and a nice dinner, like a family get together, is great. But it's not Thanksgiving. I think technically Thanksgiving is, on Thursday, and I would have kind of a hard time. It's like the whole Black Friday all week. People are doing
I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah,
like, the
it's
Black
Black
Friday
Friday
deals start now. I'm like, no, they don't.
It's
They
Black
don't.
Friday Monday, Black Friday Tuesday.
Like anything I needed for Christmas, I've bought it already because it's going to get here in February.
Right. And I'm going to Dollar Store tomorrow to pick up the rest of my presents.
Hey, I'm putting my name on the list for that ampersand.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. What kind of animal do you? Yeah, what kind of animals are you into? No, I think that last year I got a box of stovetop stuffing.
Nice.
No, actually, now it's 2 years ago because we didn't do it during COVID. But I just bought a turkey breast and did that. Some stuffing, made a pumpkin pie that I loved and devoured. But
nice.
no, I don't think we're gonna.
We typically have to do it on a Saturday because I like doing the whole shebang for.
That's right.
For all
You
that.
do,
So
right.
I bite the bullet and I do it on the Saturday because there's no way you're doing that on a Thursday with people working and then you have to go back to work on Friday and you're just like completely bloated and all that stuff still. So I just wait till Saturday to do my thing. But yeah, we've got a big one. Never tried it before. We're going non-turkey this year.
Like a turkey, not turkey, like a turkey shape thing?
No, I'm not doing Tofurky. What do you think I am? Some kind of weirdo?
Wait, there's something called Tofurky?
Yeah, it's the tofu
Tofu
that's shaped like a turkey. I'm like, I'm like, what? Just eat something else. Don't try and do that thing. It doesn't work.
Hey, is it too late to change my name from Tonkatsu to
Tofurky.
Tofurky?
Well, imagine then what happens if you stuff it with a duck and a chicken. Tofurduckin.
Oh no. Okay. I love that.
Yeah. You'll have to Google it because it looks truly horrifying. Like
and what kind
anyone
of
could possibly imagine eating that much tofu?
But what kind of interesting stuff do you stuff in that Tofurky?
I don't know. I don't want to think about it. I don't even want to imagine touching it. Nah, man. No, I'm gonna try my hand at doing a porchetta.
Oh,
which is an Italian pork tenderloin wrapped in pork belly.
Yes. There we go. Which is probably as far away from Tofurky that you could possibly get.
At completely the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that would top it would be the turducken.
A turducken. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So we'll see. Hopefully it'll be, the idea is to get all the little crispy, crunchy cracklings on the outside and then the juiciness on the inside. So hopefully.
Now, what kind of sides do you have planned with that?
I'm going to do like
herring,
roasted potatoes thing, and no herring. No.
Okay.
No herring in this house.
Okay.
But I'm going to do like a roasted potatoes kind of thing, just like chop them up into chunks and then, maybe take some of the drippings from the pork and roll them around in there.
Okay.
Then do I always do a green beans thing, like a haricot vert, like long green beans.
Yes.
And then you just blanch them, throw in some butter and like some sliced almonds.
Ooh, nice.
And then just a little salt and pepper. That's all you need. So that, and I like to do my own stuffing. So I'm going to have a tray of that. And then, I'm going to do a pecan pie.
Okay. Now, are you guys having people over, or are you?
Yeah,
just,
we're having a couple people over. Some friends we actually knew from Miami way back in the day. They got shipped up here not too long ago, recently.
Okay.
So we're giving them a little American, Latino, Swedish Thanksgiving welcome.
Nice. Would it be too much to ask to maybe take a couple pictures of that? of that
Well,
food?
if it turns out okay, then yes, I'll be happy to take pictures.
Okay, because I would love to live vicariously through your Thanksgiving meal.
Well, I mean, mail me a tin of Spam that's empty already, and then I'll see if I can repack some of the porchetta back in that thing, and then send it back down.
Okay.
You know, pork courier service. That's
Nice.
another business model.
Absolutely.
Another reason we need the drones.
Ta-da!
All right, everyone, that will do it for this week's episode. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. For those new to the podcast, or if you haven't already, please jump into Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you're listening to this. Leave us a like, leave us a review, give us that 5-star rating. It helps oh so much. It keeps us going, really. Also, be sure to check out our Instagram for amazing pictures. You can see Rodney's calisthenics before he hit up that Pizza Hut. And we also want to wish everyone a very happy Thanksgiving, safe travels to all of you hitting the road, and may all of your lovely turkey dreams come true. Until next time, this has been 2 Guys, 3 Crowns.